Hi guys, it's Chef Spalding again coming with another video. Today we're going to be going over how to use soft baits and spinners. A lot of questions out there asking how to specifically use them. What am I doing wrong? What do I need to do to make it right? Well, I'm going to try to straighten that up for you. And we're going to start off here at Falcon Lake doing just a regular spinner. It's a barbless, but it's nothing different from a regular spinner. There's a couple different ways to do this for different types of fish, and presentation is key for a specific type of fish you're going after, such as a rainbow likes one presentation, a brown trout likes another. Um, if you're using a X series, sometimes presentation doesn't really matter with them, but when you're using regular lures such as this one, it does. So we're going to cast out, we're going to let it drop. I'm going to try to pick up either a rainbow or a brown trout. Now, brown trout usually like them a little faster. Um, so I'm going to do a 3-speed stop and go. And let it sink. You can kind of work it as you go down. Especially when they go really slow like this. Or you go into really deep water. But you don't want to work it too much because you don't want to lose too much ground from where you just casted. So there we go. Send it at the bottom. So 3-speed stop and go really doesn't give you a great presentation marker up underneath on the right side, right up here where we're looking for the 2 or 3 dots, but it is very effective. So what we're going to do is you can either hold the pole up or you can keep it down. I like holding it up, so when those fish hit, when they nail it, it's on. If it's not on, well, obviously we're going to know it, but sometimes you get those fish to come up and kind of just hold on to it, and you don't have enough time to set them. By doing this, you know that if the fish is on, it's on. So, it's super easy way of doing this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and you're just gonna work the bottom. Don't let it get past that halfway point. Just kind of work in that general area. Just doing a really huge presentation of the water with this speed. You can see we just got a hit on it. I'm only getting one dot here. It's presenting as a twitch, but it's a real shitty twitch. Get too high in the water, kind of let it work back down, and start working it again. You can see we got something coming after it, and it ran. But you don't catch something every time. This is a way. This is something I used a lot during comps. The fish really seem to go after it. Another way is the regular stop and go with these. Now, it is a spinner, so it automatically does the work for you. So you don't have to really do any presentation at all like this. You can do a straight and slow, and it's going to present itself. Sometimes they'll hit, sometimes they won't. So let's see. We got a sunny day here. No, we got a cloudy day. So we're going to let it drop. The barometer's telling me they're going to be about 3/4 of the way down. So 1 speed, we'll just let it do its thing. You can also hold the pole back when doing this. See if we can get on anything here. Maybe I'll switch my lure up to something a little bit darker since it turned cloudy. It was sunny starting off. Rule of thumb for these days, if it's cloudy or overcast, you typically want a darker lure. If it's bright outside, you want a nice bright lure. Overcast days are really up in the air, what time of day it is, where the sun's out at, how bright it is, temperatures and things like that. And you'll learn that over time of what they like, what colors they like, things along those lines. Let's go ahead and switch this up to a black one. See if we have any better luck doing that single speed. Again, kind of present it as it's going down. You never know what might be there. Might be hungry. I want to just snatch it where it sits. No point in wasting time waiting on the lure to drop to the bottom. So we're right where we want to be. I'm going to hold the pole at this time. We're going to kind of keep the rod down, do it straight and slow, see what might hit it. Oh, got a bump on it. The reason why I'm keeping the rod down, I'm trying to keep it close to the water as possible to keep this spinner moving in the water instead of trying to come up to the surface. The higher I kick it up, you can see the bait once it rises to the top. If I lower it down towards the water, it slows it down a lot. So the fish said no go on this one, so we'll go ahead and throw one more time out here, and we're going to do the stop and go across the bottom. Could just be in a dead time, that they're just not really hungry. We are in a good fishing zone, but it doesn't always mean that they're going to be biting constantly. So I'm about 3/4 of the way down. I'm going to start presentation, stop and go. It's 1, 2, 3, stop. 1, 2, 3, stop, and continue that. You can do this with the rod held back, but with this, they usually just come down and tack it. It's pretty easy to get the fish up. We do have a fish after it. Missed that one too. There we go. Just continue presentation. They'll come back almost every single time. So that's how to basically work a spinner. Let's work over to a soft bait. I am going to bring out one of my X Series things here. Use it on all types of baits to back some of my other things, such as my buzz baits and things along those lines. So we're going to throw a 1/2 ounce barbless on and the X Series nymph. You can use anything I'm doing here is going to be able to be used on worms, tubes, crawdads, crawfish, larvas, nymphs, shads, anything along those lines. They all work the same across the water. It all depends on your setup and how you're working it in the water for presentation. So I'm just going to show you on this. See if we can't get one on. Again, going to present it on the way down. There's not much, but you never know what'll come up and hit it. If you decide to use nymphs, white and pink are really good. Darker days use pink. Brighter days use white. We're going to do a stop and go action at the bottom. Already got a hit. Okay, that's one action you can use. Now, we had that coming down and I was a little bit on a twitch action. That's telling me that they're probably going to like the twitch. So we're going to go to a 1-speed twitch on this. With these soft baits, they're really easy to get away from. It's really easy for them to get away from you. What happens is you put it at 2 highest speed and they'll come right to the surface. If it's at the surface, it's not going to do you much luck. Speed 1 is usually your go-to speed. And you can see it's coming right up nice and easy. If I do speed 2, it'd probably be all the way up to a quarter of the water table. That's just not where you want it. There we go. Quite a smallmouth bass. So, playing around with them, you can also do the 3-speed like we did with the spinner on these. It's really just watching your level and making sure you have a really good presentation with them. You can take these and throw them on the back of buzzbaits. You can use tubes, craws, any soft bait you can throw on the back of here, adding color to anything you're looking at, or using. Best way to really try to figure out what colors to use. Reading through here, seeing where the fish like to sit, what they like to eat, what color is the food that they typically go after. Small minnows, spawn sacs, dragonflies, you got bright colors, bright colors, bright colors. So they're gonna like the nice bright colors. They're not gonna like the darker ones. Small minnows, you know, silver, darkish. So you could get away with maybe a medium dark, such as the speckled. Let's see if I can find it through here, so you have an idea. I want to show you, so you're not looking. The yellow perch. Yellow perch you can get away with. If you look, there's just a little glint of, you know, looks like the back of a minnow itself, and then you got the nice bright bottom on it. So it's right there in the middle and lower end of what it'd be looking for, but it still looks like a delicious piece of bait to them. Other than that, if you have any questions, comments, anything like that, please leave it in the comment section below. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. If you have any other videos that you'd like me to make for you, or any comments you'd like to say to me in person, check me out on Twitch at ttv_chefspalding01. I stream Tuesday through Saturday. Other than that, have a great day and tight lines.